Just a little tiny bit too big for me. But I do love them. I need to change my setup and I don't know what, it's okay. I need to change my setup and I don't know what theme to do next. Did you see my pottery that I made? Maybe I could show off my pots. Ooh, crystals in the pottery. You know what? You're not just a pretty face, are you? We'll do crystals and pottery. Okay, spirit guides, universe and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Capricorn's highest good. How is Capricorn feeling in this second week of June 2025 with regards to the one they're thinking about, dealing with or manifesting in? 3 cards for Capricorn, please. I've not put my beads on. Do you know what? I love these so much. They're off my friend Gemma. I need to be careful I don't flip that the wrong way. Okay, so the High Priestess, that's a nice card. The High Priestess is being in tune with your intuition. Hi, Monique. I used to see with the traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck, I used to get this card and the Hierophant mixed up because they look too similar. But this deck is really clear to me, okay? Because with the High Priestess, it's about your faith in the divine, your faith that the divine has a plan. Everything happens for a reason. It's very much your spirituality, your faith, your intuition, you know, trusting that the universe has its plan. The Hierophant is a teacher because of experience in the 3D, things that they've lived through as a human. This is just having faith. It's the total opposite. We're not going off what's happened and what we've experienced. We're just having faith. Yeah. When you're distressed, you lose faith, don't you? You become hopeless. When you have a sort of optimism about you and things are going all right, they don't have to be perfect, but you have faith because some challenges come up, but some good things happen as well. So that tends to be when your faith is at its highest. And then you sort of get this rapid peak when something goes really well that you just weren't expecting, or something like that, something great turns up. But yeah, that's upright, okay? So that's really nice. I think you're feeling good. I'm happy for you, Capricorn, because I think you've had some interesting readings lately. You could have been studying as well. You could have been studying faith and spirituality, or you could have had, you know, I don't know, maybe you've had a reading, or maybe you've been reading about your clair abilities, you know, within yourself, or maybe you've watched the most tarot you've ever watched and you're really getting into it, or other forms of spirituality. You could be really in touch with your religion. It doesn't have to be that, you know, things are just going really well or something really good's happened recently. You know I can't be the only person that reads about spirituality. I know I can't be, so could be that. I mean, with the Hindu faith, isn't there like 500 gods? You're supposed to spend your lifetime, you know, working through them, aren't you? So, right, the Seven of Wands reversed. Now, when the Seven of Wands is upright, that's someone who's competitive. They feel like they've got the high ground, they've got the advantage. They've got what it takes to win a promotion, to win the attention of, you know, someone handsome or beautiful that's arrived in a workplace. This is someone who's ambitious, determined to fight off the competition, okay? When it's reversed, there could be a sense of weakness, okay, or a lack of optimism. So we could have a dip in faith, or maybe it's the opposite and we've gone over the top in terms of being competitive. But it would suggest a lack of faith, could be temporary. Yeah, so the Nine of Pentacles reversed is... See, if that was upright, that's a single person that's abundant. They've got enough money for themselves. But it's very much a single energy. Okay, it's like, I don't need anyone else. I've got plenty. I can pay my own way. I'm independent. When it's reversed, it's like, oh, I need more, you know? When the coins cards are reversed, it's like the coins are falling out of the wallet or the purse or the bank. And when nines are reversed, it's like, well, I don't want to be single. I want to put my money together with someone else. You know, I want the Ten of Pentacles. I want 2 salaries together. I want partnership. I want lasting generational wealth. So it could be that you're doubting whether you can be single and independent, or doubting whether you're going to meet someone, you know, and you're single and independent, but you don't want to be. So let's see what comes out for your person. Security is very important to earth signs, Taurus, Virgos and Capricorns. They love partnership and they love security and they like to have savings and they like to have earnings. They like to work because they know that currency is, you know, the answer to social motility, the answer to independence. It's your voice within a relationship. If you're not earning, it's very difficult to have a voice against the person that is, you know. So they like to be empowered and earning and having projects and being busy. We've got the Three of Cups reversed, the first quarter moon upright, the Nine of Wands reversed, and the Justice reversed. See, these are the cards for the one that's on your mind, the one that you're dealing with or manifesting in. Now, you're not showing up as a court card. You're showing up as someone that doesn't want to be single, right? This person got the Three of Cups reversed. The Three of Cups upright is community. 3 is a number of community. It can be a third party. So when 2 people are in love, it's the Two of Cups. When you add another person and another cup, that's too many. It doesn't have to be that. It can be celebrations with friends, family, colleagues, acquaintances, clubs, anyone that you associate with. But that's reversed. So I wonder if a third party's being exposed. And we have got the Justice reversed, haven't we? Something's unfair. The Nine of Wands reversed is dropping the burdens. We're not continuing anymore with this, what's been happening. So maybe this person is someone that's coming into your life that was treated, you know, badly, like a bit on the side rather than the centre of someone's universe. The first quarter moon is the start of a new chapter. Yeah, I feel like that's what it could be, you know. Maybe they thought, like, fuck this for a laugh, like, not doing it. And then the third eye is opened up and they're kind of welcoming in, like, a new chapter. They're dropping the burdens because they know this hasn't been fair. Oof, this is some absolute tea. So it's interesting because you don't want to be single and they don't want to be, you know, single or anyone's bit on the side or anyone's dirty secret. They want like full exclusivity. They want to be in a public union, you know, with loyalty. The Seven of Cups, and it's in the challenge position. So they're at a crossroads, okay? If it was reversed, it'd be delusion. This is daydreaming and fantasy. It's like, where am I going next? Because I'm not in a relationship anymore. I'm not in a situationship anymore. I'm a free agent. Okay, so they're coming to this conclusion that they're gonna, you know, have a different kind of journey now. King of Swords. This is someone that tells the truth. Okay, it's in the challenge position, but the King of Swords is someone who is upright. They're full of integrity. It's very much Aquarian energy, but air energy, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Kings are responsible. They are air signs, very conscious about the community, especially Aquarians. Their love language is acts of service. They like to do things for you. You know, an earth sign will buy you stuff. They'll shower you with gifts, like over generous at times. A King of Swords will exhaust himself, you know, trying to do things to help you, or people that matter to you. They like to serve. Yeah, but swords are truth, they're facts, they're information, they're communication, they're thoughts. But why is it in the challenge position? When you turn to air energy, you're moving away from cups. You're going head over heart, okay? So when you leave a third party situationship, that's essential. Because if you just went with what you feel like, you know, your heart would be like, no, just stay. You know, you think about all the good stuff and you feel sad at the thought of losing them. If you think with your heart or feel with your heart, you're going to stay in it forever. But if you rationalize it and you say, look, that person isn't prioritizing me, they're getting stuff out of it because they get both. They get the loyalty and the stability of the situation they're in, and then they get the excitement of me as well. And I'm just feeling lonely. So they're going to have to go head over heart, okay? Mind over matter. Logic and reasoning is essential when you're, you know, feeling like you're not winning in a situation, but you're feeling like weak of the heart. This is poetry, not pottery. Let's get 3 for the outcome. Ooh, we've got a King of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. We're awash with emotion. Look at all that water. Look at the dolphins. The King of Cups is upright. He is very compassionate. This could be you. They could be the King of Swords, you could be the King of Cups. So we've got lots of masculine energy. One that's going logical, one that's going with their heart. Let's see what else comes out. The King of Cups is extremely compassionate, very forgiving, very generous, patient, understanding, calm, very, very zen to be around. They accept, that people make mistakes. They accept apologies. They're happy to apologize to people if they know they've done wrong. We've got an Empress. What is going on here? And the Eight of Pentacles. What is going on here? So the Empress is all 4 queens. Well, they could be in the air energy in order to cut off that connection, the third party. King of Cups is like maybe like a healing energy, or they're empowering themselves by becoming the Empress. I mean, you're Earth because you're Capricorn. You've got the High Priestess. You've got the 7 of Wands reversed, the 9 of Pentacles reversed. They were together. For some reason, I feel like they're the Empress with the 8 of Pentacles reversed, because this person is not investing time, money, or energy into anyone, because that, when it's upright, is growth and expansion. And you don't continue to invest in something that you're cutting off. And the Empress attracts, she does not chase. See, this person has realized their true worth, and that someone will come towards them and see them for what they're worth and treat them as they deserve to be treated, okay? And it's very empowering to do that. It's very empowering. I've had that situation myself this week, so. The King of Cups upright. I mean, if that's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, the High Priestess is a Pisces card. So you could just be feeling like, do you know what? It's all going to work out. I'm in my intuition. I'm calm. I'm patient. And this person has become, they were at a crossroads. They weren't getting treated the way they deserve. They've cut it off. They're no longer investing, and they're waiting to attract better. I'm going to get a timing, because I don't see how this would, you're like 2 separate people at the moment. I don't think that you're involved yet. So when is this going to come in, please? For Capricorn. That was straight out. February. Okay. So beginning of next year. You're going to meet an Empress. Okay. An Empress is the highest status in the tarot deck, same as the Emperor. She's all 4 queens. It's someone intelligent. It's someone with their own money. This is a person very abundant, okay? They're a creator. She's pregnant, literally, she's pregnant with possibility, pregnant with ideas. She attracts wealth. She attracts love. And it's not that people are giving it to her, but she's full of ideas. She does not give up. She's a nurturer, so people are good and kind to her. They help her if she needs it. But she is so generous. And when you understand that money, more money will come, you're able to spend money, okay? See, this is the kind of person that would not be in work, but have savings, and then would continue to spend money knowing that more money will come. They will get another job. Okay, so that is like an abundance mindset. Money is energy, you know, energy is not created nor is it destroyed. It changes form. So you spend it, and if you imagine a circuit, you know, you use up energy and more energy replaces it. So it's like that with money. But when you start to panic about money, or you're tight with money, or you start being stingy with it, then the money flow slows down. Okay, and that's just how it works, really. So this person has realised that, you know, if they're just calm, if they're recognising their own worth, they are abundant. The universe is abundant, and what I ask for will be given to me. I am worthy of love. It's coming in February. Okay, so I don't think I need to clarify any of that. I'm going to get you an angel number. And I'm going to get you crystals. Okay, so we've got 0606, commitment, loyalty, responsibility, truth, love, light, spiritual realm, growth, and solutions. Applying honesty and light daily is a fast track to creating a peaceful and meaningful life. It's how you find solutions and comfort. Release worries by speaking your truth and expressing emotions regularly. Open up, for the best is yet to come. That's beautiful. It is like a very, very healing energy, that, isn't it? Water heals. That's really nice. We've got another one. 1212, persistence, shift, enthusiasm, gratitude, contentment, new experiences. Oh, happy day. An ample opportunity related to your life's purpose is just around the corner. That is freaky, because I was going on about abundance mindset, wasn't I? Take immediate action once it pops up. Of course, a lovely partnership or an epic romance is also on the cards. Shut your actual mouth. As they say in Essex. Of course, a lovely partnership or an epic romance is also on the cards. Well, yeah, in February, we know that. You're going to attract an empress. Wow. We're just, you know what, like, we're getting like really nice readings, aren't we? Sagittarius reading couldn't have been better. Capricorn reading couldn't have been better. Fluorite. This is for the crown chakra. That's freaky because we've got the High Priestess card there. The crown chakra. Okay, so fluorite. Let's get that. You know what makes me laugh is sometimes when the kids forget who they're talking to in school and they're like year 7, they're like, yeah, because you were going on about it. And I'm like, can you imagine if you said that to a teacher like 20 years ago because you were going on about it? Oh, God. Brilliant. Because you were going on about it. Fluorite. I don't know why I didn't expect fluorite to look like that. I didn't think it'd be green. Fluorite can range from pale green to deep purple. Often it's both at the same time. It occurs all over the place, and it's good to vibe with when you are all over the place. Who needs it? The perpetually distracted, anyone with a vision worth sticking to. Where to put it? Wherever you find yourself constantly tempted to check your phone, anywhere you have Wi-Fi access. When to use it? When you want to take an uninterrupted 20 minutes to meditate, an hour to finish a book, or a lifetime to concentrate on your unique calling here on Earth. Very, very nice. Okay, so when you want some me time, but you feel like you can't switch off, you go. Reach for the fluorite, okay? Because it's very important to stay connected and have your downtime. Otherwise, you get more and more distracted, more and more unfocused. You got very strong powers of manifestation at the moment. You're bringing this in for yourself. And the people up there have decided this is going to be a good thing and making it so. Very, very nice. Okay, so let's tidy up these cards and we'll move on to Aquarius. I didn't get you advice because I honestly don't think you need any. I think things are pretty good at the moment. I'm just saying, have some time to switch off, you know.